All right, I have to get my trading recap from Friday done. I did not have time to do it at all when I got back home. I got home, went to the gym, had an hour workout, and then I got stuck in a conversation with one of my friends for about another hour. So I was at the gym for 2 hours, and then I got back home and realized it was past my bedtime. My bedtime is 10 o'clock, so I had to get in the shower, go to sleep, and then be up early in the morning to go back to work. And then was at work until 6, got back home, and then I was just super tired, long week, and then now I have a day off, re-energized, going over my strategy and making the trading recap. So it all worked out. So let's get into the trade that I took on Friday. Unfortunately, I lost my trade, which I kind of am a little salty about this trade because on NASDAQ, we hit every single liquidity sweep on Nasdaq. The problem is I could have taken a trade on Nasdaq because price action was getting better after I got into this trade, but as you can see, when market opened for Nasdaq, this was price action right here. Just super choppy. We really didn't start having solid price action until about 9:47, and at that time I was already seeing a setup here on the S&P. My setup was just super simple. I already wrote it right here. On the 4 hour on Friday, we were bullish. On the 1 hour, we are bearish. So the probabilities were getting mixed up. I didn't really have a clear basis until I saw the way that the S&P was moving. We started having bullish order flow. So I was like, all right, well, the higher time frame always holds more power. So the 4 hour is what I'm going to be going off of. I'm just going to ignore the bearish movement on the 1 hour. So as soon as I saw the order flow on the 1 minute, I was like, all right, we're looking bullish here, and it looks like we want to come up here and sweep this hourly draw liquidity and the 4 hour draw liquidity, which we never swept like any liquidity on the S&P. We didn't even sweep down here on these hourly lows, but on Nasdaq we swept every single piece of liquidity. So that's why I'm a little salty. I'm like, isn't the S&P and Nasdaq supposed to be correlated a little bit? Like if one's gonna do a liquidity sweep, the other one's gonna do a liquidity sweep as well, which never happened on the S&P. But what I entered off of was a respection of a fair value gap, a bullish fair value gap, and a break of structure. As you can see, I just wanted to see a retrace down here to this fair value gap, which you can see we perfectly came in, respected it. I was going to enter right here, but I was like, I just want more confirmation. A break of structure and a fair value gap is very powerful. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, all right, all I need is a break of structure. We broke structure right here. So then I was like, sweet, that's all I need. I entered, and then I just put my stop right here on this baby fair value gap, and we are moving up. I almost hit my first take profit, and then price just reversed, stopping me out. And the rest of the day on the S&P, it was just chopping it up. But on Nasdaq, as you can see, we were doing the same thing for a bit, and then we started sweeping some liquidity, and we hit all of my take profit points that I wanted to see Nasdaq do. And I was gonna take a trade on Nasdaq, but like I said, price action at market open was not the best. I just saw more opportunity in S&P, but looks like the opportunity was on Nasdaq. I just had to wait a bit. So that was my trade from Friday. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but hey, it's part of the game. I won't be able to trade tomorrow. Tomorrow's a holiday, so Tuesday hopefully I can see it set up. But into that, I'll see you guys next time.